Ever wondered why sour grapes make such a sweet tale? This is the story of a fox, a creature known for its cunning and wit. One hot summer's day, the fox was walking through a vineyard. Above him, hanging from a high vine, were the most beautiful, juicy grapes he had ever seen. They were a deep shade of purple, glistening in the sun. His mouth watered at the sight, but there was a problem. The grapes were just out of reach. No matter how much he stretched, jumped, or climbed, the fox couldn't get to them. He tried for what felt like hours, but the grapes remained tantalizingly out of reach. Frustrated and exhausted, the fox finally gave up. But as he walked away, he turned back to give the grapes one last look. And then, he did something surprising. He shrugged and said, "I'm sure those grapes are sour anyway." Isn't that interesting? The fox couldn't get what he wanted, so he convinced himself that he didn't want it after all. He turned his failure into a story of disdain. It's a clever trick, isn't it? This is the classic Aesop's fable, The Fox and the Grapes. It's a tale that has been passed down through generations, teaching us about human nature and the ways we handle disappointment. To summarize this tale, it's about a fox that convinces itself that the grapes it cannot reach are probably sour. This is where the common phrase, sour grapes, originates from. We use it to describe a situation when someone disparages something just because they can't have it. So the next time you find yourself unable to achieve something, remember the fox and the grapes. Are you truly okay with not getting what you want? Or are you just convincing yourself that it wasn't worth having in the first place? Remember, it's easy to say that the grapes are sour when you can't reach them. This story teaches us to acknowledge our disappointments and learn from them rather than dismiss them or belittle their importance. It's a lesson about being honest with ourselves and our desires. The Fox and the Grapes, a simple fable with a powerful message. A story of desire, disappointment, and self-deception, all wrapped up in the image of a fox and some tantalizingly unreachable grapes. Remember, it's not about the grapes, it's about how we react when we can't get to them. So, beware of the sour grapes. They might just be a sign that you're not reaching high enough.